going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have our round 4 review. As you guys can see, dropped pretty heavy. Damn, this week hurt, and as you guys can probably tell from the title, Patrick Cripps captain. Not much more to be said. It's funny how quickly your whole season can change. I was looking at a good score without him being captain, and yeah, ranking season ruined completely, I would think. Yeah, it's really frustrating, and I know everyone had McRae, so yeah. So Tom Stewart was a laid out. Not too bad because I actually fielded O'Driscoll, which was huge. It was either him or DeConning, and I fielded O'Driscoll. I had a feeling I actually really like the way he plays, and I think he's gonna be good when he's not the sub. So O'Driscoll's great. But Jaden Short, yeah, looks like he's gonna be very, very safe top 6 defender. Jack Crisp bounced back nicely. Seems like it's a good bad game. So yeah, we'll see. Hewitt 120, like it's just so ridiculous what he's scoring compared to what we all thought. We thought maybe he could push a 90 average, and he's averaging a 120. So he's been unreal for us. And then we got Jake Bowie. So this is a really awkward pick because now I think we have to trade him. Break even of 82. I think it's safe to trade. And then Paddy McCartan 55. Should have scored more. He was on like 60 halfway through the third and just completely stopped. And then DeConning on the bench 62, which isn't too bad. So Jack Steele 125. Happy with him. Not much more to be said about that. Lockie Neal really good with the tag. Yeah, I'm still glad I started Steele. Obviously McRae would be better, but still really happy with Steele's output. Besides that, round 1, he's been really good. Took Miller 105, so yeah, got a bit of a tag from Hewitt. It's hard to say if Miller's going to get tagged every week now. I hope not, but we'll see, I guess. And then Patrick Cripps, obviously the 38. So the obvious thing is to trade him, but from what I'm hearing, and there's no official reports, but what I'm hearing is that he actually will play this week, and that it is very minor. And if he is going to miss time, it'll only be a week. Which, if it's 1 or 2 weeks, I'm more than happy to keep him. If it's 3+, then it's probably going to be a trade for me. Yeah, Lipinski 79. So he's another one that I'm not too sure about. I'll probably give him 1 more week. Yeah, probably 1 more week. Rouse 65, so that hurt a little bit. I still think he'll bounce back, but yeah, doesn't get much on the outside at all. Like, no cheap touches. It all has to be contested inside. Like, just get some cheapies, Rouse, please. Horn Francis 93. Actually thought he should have scored a bit more. He played really well. And then Nick Dacos 125. What a beast. Ward sucks, so he's probably going to be a dead rookie. Hopefully Stevens comes back, and McDonald will probably get dropped after a 23, to be honest. So Grundy and Witts. So Witts, I'm thinking on the Thursday night or whenever Melbourne played, I'm thinking, all right, I got to turn Witts into Gorm. And then Witts pumps out at 154. So Witts isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and Grundy is doing what he needs to do. Pretty stable rucks. Hayes on the bench should come back in now. That Ryder's out for 2 weeks, so Hayes should come in, make us a bit more coin, which is really handy. Break even negative 15. So yeah, we could pump out a couple more 80s, 70s, 90s. Make a lot of money for us. So yeah. Get on to the forward line. So we got Josh Dunkley 103. Happy with him. Butters struggled again. I think his role's just not there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Butters. Cogs again. I didn't actually watch the Giants game, but yeah, if you're 64, still averaging 98. So he's doing what he needs to do. Will Brody. So this is an amazing pick for 200k. Got him right on the bubble. Just absolute jet. Low time on ground. Who knows why? Honestly, if he gets a good time on ground, he could average like 115. He's that good. I think I saw one of the other SuperCoach YouTubers saying that he has the highest like score per time on ground or something, or score per minute on ground or whatever. So he's really good. And then Cherry 46. So he did spend a lot of time off, and I think he is a good hold. But I really want to get Dixon on the field, and this is my dilemma. So Nick Barton, Dixon, really good. So this is where the team stands at the moment. So we're going to we're going to pretend that Cripps is going to play this week in terms of the trades. And I'm not going to lie, I'm uploading this on a Tuesday. So I've done probably over 100 trades this week already, and reversed them. And I've been tossing and turning, so I don't know. And these trades probably won't stay. Maybe you guys can help me with it, I don't know. But I really want to field Dixon. And the only way I can do that is if I trade... It's probably got to be Lipinski. So if I trade Lipinski for... Yeah, this is what I think I'm going to do. I honestly can't say... I don't think Lipinski has that role we thought he would. And I don't think he's as good as what we thought he was. So if I swing Brody or any of these mids up... And then we trade in this guy, Roses. So Malcolm Roses. Bring him in. And so that's just the one trade. And then we sub Dixon on. So it looks like that. Roses probably won't score 74 every week. He's a small forward, but just maybe a bit of cash gen, who knows. And then we go with Bowie out. So obviously we've got to bring Stewart back on. So Bowie out. And this is where it gets interesting, because I could go Doherty, 125 average. I feel like Aaron Hall's a safer pick, but because of his break even, it makes me think I should maybe wait on him and possibly get him next week. Yeah, it's a tricky one, just because like I think there's so much value in Hugh Dixon. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Dixon's going to be playing ruck because Nick Nat's out for I think 2 months. I don't know for sure how long he's out for. Maybe we have a quick Google. Nick Nat out for months. Yeah, so ruled out until second half of the season. So yeah, there you go. That's huge for Hugh Dixon. He could honestly get to like 500k. I actually really rate him. He's a gun. So I want to have him on the field. And I want Nick Martin on the field as well. And I think that's the key for the next few weeks. Is just to get all these right rookies on the field. Like having the Wards and the Stevens and the McDonalds on the bench, making sure you keep them on the bench, and then, you know. So the thing is, if we trade, I think we got to get Doherty, because I think he's clearly got the role. But then what if I trade out McCartan as well? Could I go double up? Not quite if I get Doherty. So what if I don't get Doherty? Let's say if we can get 2 like value picks, like. But then again, we want it to be top 6. That's the dilemma. That's the big dilemma, because like, who's dropped in price? Jarman Impey scored 48. Jeez. Williams a 135. Can't really trust him. Witherden 127. Sicily with a 113. I still don't think Sicily's quite top 6. I mean, we could trade Whitfield back in. I don't think that's the play though. I think it's probably safer just to go. Let's see what happens if we get Aaron Hall. And then we could afford who? Because I know Aaron Hall's going to be top 10, no doubt. Honestly, I think we just wait. We just give Paddy Buchanan 1 more week and trade Doherty in for Bowie. Because it seems like Doherty's pretty safe for a top 6 defender at this point. We give McCartan 1 more week. Aaron Hall drops a little bit more in price because of the 150 break even. And then, yeah. I think that's what we'll do. Obviously, I want Jack McRae really bad. But I think we're going to wait for Matt Rao to make a bit more money and then hopefully swap him to him. But yeah, so this is how the team looks now. And I actually really like it. Like, really, really like it. Just looking at projections, I think O'Driscoll will score more than that. Break even -54. So, yeah. Matt Rao, we hope bounces back. And then the forward line, I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with everyone on the field in the forward line. Obviously, Butters is a bit of a worry. But I still think he bounces back, honestly. Like, he's a gun. We picked him for a reason. Like, don't trade him, I don't think. Obviously, people are. 5,000 people have traded him. I just don't think it's the play, man. I think Butters is... You know what he's capable of. He could go 150 this week. Heaney's another one I want. And then obviously Braden Pruce, but not this week because he's got the suspension. The thing with Pruce is how do we fit him in? Because Hayes, so I'm sort of rambling a bit here, but I'm just sort of brainstorming, and this is sort of the general consensus with everyone, is we're going to have to bring Pruce in. We don't want to have to trade one out on-field ruckmans. For example, most people have Grundy Gorn. No one's going to trade Grundy or Gorn just to get Pruce's cash gen. It's going to have to be that R3. But the thing is, the R3 is Jackson Hayes. So it's like, the play could be to trade Cherry. Oh, not Jackson Hayes. What's his name? Jack Hayes. I'm thinking of the NBA. Yeah, so the play could be to trade Cherry. That way we can... It's almost like we sort of hope Cherry does bad, so we have a reason to trade him. Because the thing is, because he spent so much time on the Pine last week, it's like, we understand why he scored 46. He really should have probably scored like an 80 or a 90. So like, if he gets back to that, it's obviously not worth trading. And then Nick Martin's just a jet. Dixon jet. So like, we want to have them all on field. So maybe the play is to trade Cherry next week. Swing Hayes down into the forward line, because Hayes should have good job security and decent scoring. And then we put Pruce as R3. That might be the move. And then in terms of getting Jackson McRae, I think it's got to be Rowell and probably Rowell and I don't know. Maybe Rowell and Horn Francis. I don't know. Rowell and Ward, if Ward can start pulling his finger out. I don't know. Rowell and McCartan maybe. Because this is the thing, we kind of want to save room for Nick Dacos as well. So he'll probably be our D6. And is he a keeper? You know what? By the time he's actually a defender, he might actually be top 6 for the rest of the year. So it's interesting with Nick Dacos. He's so good. And obviously we're using 2 trades again this week. 28 trades, pretty low on trades. But you know what? I feel like this is the year we've got to trade aggressively. And I know everyone says, save your trades. But think about past years. 28 trades at round 5 is really, really good. So, and like the COVID trades, I remember someone else was talking about this. The COVID trades are inevitably going to be used aggressively rather than defensively, because no one's ever going to trade someone for a 2-week injury, because 2 weeks is the max time for COVID, and no one's going to trade someone for that. So all these trades are going to be used aggressively. So I think if you guys are 50-50 on some trades, some big calls, just go with the trade and be aggressive and be bold, because it is, at the end of the day, you do need to take risks to win, and to set yourself outside of the pack. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know what you guys have to say about my team, any trade ideas. Obviously, it's a tricky one depending on Cripps. So if Cripps is out, we simply swap Cripps straight to Jack McRae, and then we can sort of rest easy knowing McRae is in our team, and we can captain him every week, because I think he goes huge against North this week. Let's be real. Oh, we'll talk about captain, vice captain. So I think Neil on the Thursday is pretty safe. And then in terms of captain, I don't think St Kilda will tag Miller. So I think we'll go Took and we'll back him in. Yeah. Steele against Gold Coast. Nah. That's going to be a good game, St Kilda Gold Coast, because Gold Coast played really well. So see what happens. But yeah, I think that's sort of where it's at. And obviously if you have Jack McRae, you go McRae against North. Pretty safe pick, I would think. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.